The spotlight is now firmly fixed on Heavy D, and the discoveries about his private affairs have left many fans unsettled. Admirers who once held him in high regard are now in shock and displeasure. How could someone like Heavy D be involved in something so serious? Did he truly mastermind the entire ordeal? Was his partner somehow caught up in it as well? These questions swirl as the story deepens. So, tighten your seatbelt and prepare for the ride. It's going to be a long, twisting journey into the world of Heavy D. Stay tuned, because the revelations are just beginning. Heavy D is more than just a familiar face. He is a social media icon. He stormed the internet, gaining fame not only as a businessman and automotive expert, but also as a powerful social media influencer. His rise began when he launched his YouTube channel, which quickly paved the way for him to become a television personality. Fans admired his ability to connect with people on a personal level. His content resonated with millions as he explored multiple interests and showcased himself as a man of many talents. Whether it was cars, trucks, or helicopters, Heavy D loved sharing his knowledge and passions with a global audience. Starting his YouTube channel wasn't just a side hobby for him. It was something he genuinely loved. Holding a camera, speaking to viewers, and filming with his team never felt like work. Instead, it was an outlet for his creativity and energy. Consistency became his greatest strength. He made sure to post videos weekly, even during his busiest times. In his own words, he and his team were all in with YouTube, fully committed from the very beginning. Before they even became an official company, they were simply a group of young truck enthusiasts filming their vehicles and sharing them online. That passion, combined with relentless dedication, led to the massive following he enjoys today. Heavy D eventually balanced the life of a YouTuber with other commitments, and the results spoke for themselves. His channel accumulated more than 706 million views, and across all his social media platforms, his following only grew stronger. With over 4 million subscribers on YouTube alone, he became a household name in the automotive community. His fans love his vehicle, truck, and helicopter-related uploads, as well as the way he engages with them directly.
Wow.
They admire his openness, his willingness to share his journey, and the way he treats them like friends rather than just an audience. But it wasn't just about posting flashy videos. Heavy D's goal has always been clear: to inspire people through relatable and entertaining content. His fans have shown their loyalty not only by subscribing and interacting with his videos, but also by sharing his work with others. Many even purchase merchandise from his official website as a way of supporting him directly. While he might not have won traditional awards for his content, the sheer love and dedication of his fan base is a recognition in itself. Yet with all of this success, something went wrong. How did Heavy D manage to sabotage his own reputation? What secret could possibly undo years of hard work and admiration? When the truth finally surfaced, it shocked the public, and the reveal was anything but pretty. The story was no longer just about success, but about the hidden struggles that lay beneath the surface. Behind the name Heavy D lies the man himself, David Sparks. The nickname came from childhood, when, as a chubby little boy, people jokingly called him Heavy D. The name stuck, and it eventually became his brand. Born on June 18, 1978, in Salt Lake City, Utah, David Sparks was raised in a humble household with 3 siblings. His family had German roots, and though his parents worked hard, life was never easy. On top of financial struggles, his father battled a brain tumor that required multiple surgeries. Tragically, his father passed away, leaving his mother, Lisa Tanner Sparks, to raise the children alone. Lisa worked tirelessly to provide for her children, making sure they received an education despite limited resources. Heavy D attended local elementary, middle, and high schools before enrolling at Weber State University to study welding, mechanics, and fabrication fields that matched his childhood passion. Growing up surrounded by car enthusiasts, he naturally developed an obsession with powerful vehicles and the mechanics that made them roar to life. But soon, David realized that the classroom wasn't for him. His heart was set on building a career around cars. And college life only slowed him down. Dropping out of university, he began working at an ATV and motorcycle rental garage in Utah. Though he started with little knowledge, he was determined to learn. Under the mentorship of Rich Eggett, he mastered the art of building custom engines and discovered the endless possibilities of the automotive world. This hands-on experience became the foundation for his career. From there, he worked with his uncle in construction and later ventured into his own excavation business, blending his love for heavy machinery with entrepreneurship. Over time, David Sparks, better known as Heavy D, transformed himself into a respected builder and businessman. His net worth today exceeds $3 million, boosted by brand sponsorships and merchandise sales. Standing tall at 6'5", he could have pursued fashion, but instead, he embraced the grease and grit of the automotive world. Beyond cars, he expanded, his skills becoming fluent in Spanish and Portuguese after serving missions in Bolivia and Brazil. His first custom project, a 1977 Yamaha YZ80, was the start of something big, so impressive that even Chuck Norris reached out for a collaboration. That collaboration turned into a friendship, further cementing Heavy D's status as a trusted name in the industry. He also co-authored The Diesel Brothers, a truckin' awesome guide to trucks and life with Diesel Dave, which became a hit among enthusiasts. On top of that, Heavy D earned certification as a helicopter pilot, proving his talent stretched far beyond cars. But even Heavy D knew he couldn't build his empire alone. His journey intertwined with Diesel Dave Kiley, his childhood friend and eventual business partner. Together they built Diesel Sellers and later became stars of the hit. Discovery Channel showed Diesel Bros. Their story of turning passion into business inspired countless fans. While Diesel Dave once dreamed of following his family's military legacy, health issues held him back. Instead, he poured his energy into the automotive world with Heavy D, and together they built a lasting legacy. Their work didn't go unnoticed. What began as fun YouTube uploads eventually caught the eye of Jay Leno, leading to an appearance on The Tonight Show not long after. Discovery offered them their own series, and the Diesel Brothers premiered in 2016. Week after week, audiences tuned in to watch Heavy D and his team take on impossible challenges, restoring broken trucks and turning them into jaw-dropping machines. What started as a group of friends filming in their garage had now become a global media phenomenon. In 2019, Heavy D and Diesel Dave brought back their hit series, Diesel Brothers, and by December, the 6th season had officially premiered. We're ecstatic, showing overwhelming support for the show. Motivated by this enthusiasm, Heavy D and Dave brainstormed fresh and exciting ways to keep their audience entertained. By August 2020, they announced something even bigger, a 3-hour television special titled Diesel Brothers Monster Jam Breaking World Records. The duo also made appearances in 2 Monster Jam Motorsport episodes, collaborating with Adam Anderson and the legendary monster truck Gravedigger during seasons 16 and 17. Heavy D didn't stop there. His growing popularity led to appearances on other television programs such as Rocky Mountain Oysters, Tennessee, and Silhouette. With all of this success, many assumed that Heavy D and Dave's friendship might suffer under the pressure of fame. However, Heavy D quickly set the record. Straight in an interview, he humorously explained, "I don't think it has been anything other than that he finally moved out of my basement. We're still best buds. Our friendship has survived through the success, and I don't see any reason why that would ever change. We're in this because we love it, and it's only gotten better." A long-running misconception among viewers was that Heavy D and Diesel Dave were actually brothers. The confusion likely came from the fact that Heavy D often shared glimpses of his family, but kept his real siblings out of the public eye. This lack of exposure made many assume that Dave was his actual brother. While not related by blood, Heavy D has often emphasized that Dave is like family, explaining that their bond is built on loyalty, trust, and shared passion. To them, they'll always see each other as brothers. Interestingly, Church not only gave Heavy D a lifelong business partner in Diesel Dave, but also introduced him to his true soulmate. In 2008, he met Ashley Bennett Sparks, and for Heavy D, it was love at first sight. The two quickly developed a deep connection, which led to marriage on August 12, 2010. Together, they built a family and welcomed 3 children. Their first child, Charlie May, was born on October 19, 2011, followed by their son Beau in 2015. And finally, their youngest, Mac, who was born on May 22, 2017. Despite the joy of family life, the Diesel brothers' journey wasn't without controversies. Not long after the show gained momentum on Discovery Channel, rumors began swirling about its possible cancellation. Speculation spread that Heavy D and Dave had shady side businesses, or that disagreements within the production team, especially about money, were tearing the project apart. The gossip spread quickly, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Ultimately, Discovery Channel stepped in and issued an official statement denying that the show was being canceled, much to the relief of fans. Yet this wasn't the only storm Heavy D and Dave had to weather. In 2016, they were hit with a lawsuit filed by the Utah Physicians for a Healthy Environment. The group accused the duo of illegally modifying diesel trucks to produce excessive black smoke and environmental hazard. According to the lawsuit, Sparks Motors had sold trucks that were releasing emissions far above legal limits. In fact, testing revealed one of their trucks produced 36 times more pollutants and 21 times more particulate matter than regulations allowed. The allegations shocked fans, many of whom struggled to believe that Heavy D and Dave would risk public health and safety for profit. Matters escalated when a Davis County emissions inspector testified in 2018, confirming that Sparks Motors had illegally altered trucks. The court issued a letter restricting the company from making such modifications in the future. Heavy D defended himself, explaining that his trucks were intended for off-road use only, and that he believed he was operating within legal boundaries. He also claimed to have worked with the Environmental Protection Agency to ensure compliance. Nevertheless, the court found them guilty of violating the Clean Air Act. In 2018, the judge issued a written warning, and by 2020, the partners were fined a hefty $850,000. Heavy D considered the fine extreme, but Judge Robert Shelby described it as an act of mercy, noting other factors that could have made the punishment harsher. The brothers appealed, but a federal court upheld the penalty. After the lengthy legal battle, Heavy D went public to clarify his stance. In an interview with Fox, he said, "I don't like blowing black smoke. I don't think it's cool, I don't think it's fun, and I don't think it's healthy. Utah already has terrible air quality during inversions, and the last thing we want to do is make it worse." He emphasized that the team had since shifted to building clean-running trucks that balance performance with environmental responsibility. Still, life wasn't always smooth for the duo. One of the most difficult moments came when Diesel Dave's daughter Piper was in a devastating car accident. The tragedy forced him to step away from work to care for his family. Months later, he updated fans saying, "Our girl Piper is strong. She has defied all odds and made a miraculous recovery. After many surgeries and months in the hospital, she's won the battle." By late 2021, Piper had made an inspiring recovery and returned to her normal life. Heavy D's personal life also came under the spotlight for his lifestyle. Now, some accused him of showing off when, in 2020, he bought his dream house in Utah and proudly shared it on Instagram. He admitted the home wasn't fully finished, but was excited to finally move in with his family. To critics, he responded boldly, "If this is bragging, then call me Mr. Braggadocious. I'm proud to have gone from a poor kid with a dream to a man building his dream home and family." For Heavy D, the house was more than property, was proof of hard work, perseverance, and the ability to give his children a better life. Beyond fame and wealth, Heavy D has consistently used his platform to give back. He created the Heavy Academy Conference, where he teaches aspiring entrepreneurs practical business strategies. During Hurricane Harvey, he and Dave sent 6 trucks filled with supplies to Houston and even assisted in rescue missions with helicopters. He has also helped families in dire situations, such as extracting the remains of pilot Wayne Wart, aiding snowstorm victims in California, and organizing annual Christmas toy drives for underprivileged families. In 2022, He even documented an 11-day excavation of a deep mine shaft in connection with missing woman Susan Powell, showing his willingness to step into community efforts beyond television. As for the future, Heavy D is far from slowing down. Now in his mid-40s, he continues to chase new ventures while balancing fatherhood. He has made it clear that being present for his children remains his top priority, describing fatherhood not just as a role, but as a calling. He wants to give his kids what matters most: love, guidance, and stability. At the same time, he remains committed to authenticity, refusing to compromise his values for content. He chooses collaborations and endorsements carefully, ensuring they align with his vision and benefit his audience. Heavy D's ultimate goal isn't just about fame or financial success. It's about leaving behind a legacy, one that inspires both his children and his fans. He wants to be remembered not only as a truck builder, entrepreneur, or TV personality, but as someone who used his platform responsibly, stayed true to his values, and never stopped striving for growth. As he steps into new projects, Heavy D keeps most plans under wraps, building anticipation and letting his work speak for itself. Whatever comes next, one thing is certain: Heavy D will continue to surprise, inspire, and push boundaries, all while staying grounded in family and authenticity.